So here's the story behind the song The Steel. It's from the album Plan B, and the year was, I think, 2003 or 2002 when we were writing this song. The band was jamming out of this place, a huge commercial building called Barton Center. It was this really iconic building. It had this huge mural of a white elephant on it, and that's where the steel came about. Here's the first verse, and this is how it goes. It's a weird, weird world. Set the spot to fly. Nobody knows the enemy, but everybody knows the lie. You can believe and be a member of my congregation. Yes, it's a revolution. There was one day this guy showed up, a local guy. He couldn't speak English and he looked a bit confused, and he said he was looking for a job. He ended up being a roadie, and one thing led to the other, and he was with us for a long time. He would be this fantastic roadie doing all the hard work that's required for a touring band. We're in a Technicolor world, said the audience one day. We're so tired of black and white, it really is passé. And we receive, it's like a mindful prayer, a mind libation, the gods of obligation. We were on the road a lot. We were traveling a lot for gigs, and most of the time by road. Over 3 or 4 years, or 4 or 5 years, we actually, between Bangalore and Chennai, when we traveled, we saw almost every single super highway, flyover, and bridge being constructed, brick by brick. Every single thing. We were stuck in those jams. They were horrible drives going through all that construction. So it was one of those trips when this roadie was with us, and we were going through one of the constructions, and it was a construction of a bridge. And this guy was quite cool, and he said it in Malayalam, but in English, what he meant was, by the time they finish building all these bridges, there'd be no rivers, underneath. It would all dry up, and it's so pointless that there's so much construction and so much things going on. And that kind of stuck to us, and we said, hey, this is crazy, and we feel the same about progress and development and everything that was. Everyone wanted more. We wanted to be a superpower nation. We wanted more and more and more and more. And so that's kind of the heart of the song, that when the bridges are all done, there'll be no rivers underneath. And that was the line that this roadie came up with, and it was pretty much his song, actually. So here's the chorus. I'll take my chance with the steel, 'cause when the bridges are all done, there'll be no rivers underneath. So when we were growing up in Bangalore, going to school, I remember cycling to school. It was almost like a hill station. It was beautiful. The air was clean, and it's heartbreaking to see the kids going to school today in school buses, going over bridges with all this froth coming out from the lakes, and the pollution and the chaos and the garbage. It's really sad. And is this really the progress that people talk about? Is this what development is? There's no two ways. There's no hiding that this is all the bullshit that these governments are selling to us. And yeah, writing music was quite simple back then. Yeah, so this roadie comes up with this line, and we're like, wow, crazy. Let's put a song to it. And there wasn't such a lot of thought put into it in terms of production values and voices blending, and people wouldn't even judge you based on that, unlike today where it's all so critical about your sound. And this, we just went out and wrote songs. And I love this because there were three people singing their hearts out, bringing their own unique personalities into it. And so this is the last part of the song.
It's a safe world, said the president. I'm benevolent, I'ma get home. We'll make those heathens repent. We'll make those heathens repent. We'll make those heathens repent. We'll make those heathens repent.
Yeah, so the lyrics video for this song was released a few years back, when one of the ministers out here came up with this brilliant idea that we should just chop off all the trees and build this steel flyover all the way to the airport. He had come up with all the plans and all of that, and there were a lot of protests, and so we released the lyrics video of the steel. That's the name of the song from the album Plan B. It's available all over the internet. Please take a listen when you can. Yeah, the steel.
There'll be nothing left